Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Shirley. I grew a platform on TikTok, now on Instagram. I have an Etsy shop with my bar exam outlines. I passed the bar exam for the first time last year. I got admitted in June of this year. I'm now an attorney. And a lot of people, if you've been following my journey, have been asking, why did I leave my corporate comfortable job? Why? And what am I doing now? Because yes, I am officially a practicing attorney. So let's talk about it. I quit my corporate comfortable job where I made over six figures, where I had a bonus, where I had a nice office, where I was fairly comfortable working a 9 to 5. Yes, I quit. So why did I leave? I think it's a loaded question. And this is why I'm filming this on YouTube, because it's my longest platform and I feel as if I could rant without any limitations. I'll start from the beginning. So when I graduated law school, I had two offers, and really it was one of the offers was with a boutique law firm, and then the other was with the job that I was at my corporate company. So one was at a boutique law firm as a traditional attorney. Then it was at my corporate job in a non-traditional role. I was, as I've stated in my last video, I did not work as an attorney at my corporate company. I was in the claims department at a JD Advantage role. I got recruited from LinkedIn for that role, and ultimately, as y'all know, decided to take that role. And I took that role because they were giving me a very generous salary, over six figures, bonuses. I found myself really tired after law school, really burnt out from the bar exam, and they really sold me on the work-life balance that I knew if I was going to go the traditional law firm route with this boutique law firm that I would not get. I knew there was billable hours. I knew that just the life of an attorney is nonstop work, depending on the practice area and depending on the law firm. But for the most part, it is traditionally like that if you decide to work at a law firm. So I started working at my company from August 2024 until September of this year. And when I started this role, yes, the work-life balance was real. I clocked in at 9 a.m., clocked out at 5:30 p.m. I got a lunch break. I got real vacation time, very generous vacation leave too. Really adjusting to the role, and also had a hybrid schedule, which honestly I really loved, like being at home and working and really using technology as a way to communicate with my team members and my supervisor, because there was no other way. We were all in different offices. We're the North America team. So this is important, okay? I'm not rambling for no reason. As I was accumulating myself to this role, there was unfortunately a lot of turnover in my department. I'm not going to get too into it because it's about my team and out of respect for why or how it came about. But we ended up being down two people for quite a while, and that really impacted the workload and the work-life balance at times, because it wasn't like I was working past 5:30 at all, but it was definitely within that 9 to 5:30 period, I was stressed out. I was trying to catch up on work, but there was no catching up. It was putting out emergencies over emergencies, and it was really high, a high stressful period. And then, as y'all know from my last vlog, I attended a mediation in person. I think sitting in that room with all these amazing attorneys really kind of was the last straw for me to be you know what, maybe I need to make this pivot to actual legal practice, because if I stay in this current claims non-traditional route, I'm just gonna do this job, and this is the only background I'm gonna have, and I'm never gonna have that ancestral background even to do this job. So, and now that I have my admission, now that I am an attorney, I think it's time. I think I should look. I think I should give myself a shot. I did find myself really like looking at positions, and also like once I updated my LinkedIn, I was sought out by recruiters. Ultimately ended up going on some informal interviews, formal interviews, and ended up getting a total of 3 offers by 3 law firms. So it was not at all easy. I would say the job market sucks, but when has it ever not sucked? Since 28. Let's talk about that. And I was scared, to be honest, because even the offers that I was getting were not as much as I would be making with the bonus. Keep it real, like I was facing a pay cut these offers, but what ultimately came down to it was I need this background, I want this background, and I know that if I stay at this current position, I'm just gonna be selling myself short. And I've never been the type to stay put and be comfortable. I've never not been the person, I've never been a person to just kind of sit idly and be like, I'm okay doing this. This is easier. Like for me, I knew I needed to go to law school because I knew I wanted to eventually have so many opportunities open to myself. And I felt like if I did all this work, why am I not practicing the law as well, right? I applied to a lot of different places, and I would say with my claims background, what ended up happening was these 3 offers. 2 of them was with insurance defense firms, and 1 was with a plaintiff personal injury firm. So a lot of people have been asking, what am I doing now? What kind of work? And I'm proud to say that I joined the plaintiff side. Yes, I am a plaintiff personal injury attorney. It was not an easy decision to make. Let me just state that right off the bat. To take a pay cut, to leave my hybrid, comfortable corporate job, to put myself into a position that I knew I was going to be a litigator, going to court, taking the positions, possibly going to trial like down the road in my career. I knew that I was really, really, really putting my neck out there. I was like, talk about risk taker. I wouldn't say risk taker, but talk about like just putting yourself out there. Like talk about doing things that you're scared of. Like I've never been the type of person who's extroverted or who has been not scared of public speaking. I feel as if I've become better at public speaking and can hold my own now, but that's been through years of really developing my skills since I started working as a paralegal, as an organizer, and then to law school. And it was scary. It's scary to think that I was doing this to myself. But ultimately, I knew that this was the right path for me at this stage of my career as someone who was just recently barred. And so I took the plaintiff's attorney job for many reasons. And maybe I'll do another separate video of my job now and how it is, what I've been doing. I've only been at my current firm for 2 weeks, and y'all, I've been at court appearances. I've had to argue against opposing counsel in front of a judge already. I'm conducting my first examination under oath tomorrow. It's just insane. Like every single day, I'm doing something new. I'm doing something scary. I'm doing something unfamiliar. I'm like literally challenging myself, and it is nerve-wracking, but I think it'll get better through time. And I am proud of myself, truly, truly proud of myself for deciding not to stay put and to really pushing myself to be a litigator. And I'll talk more about how it's been at my current firm, what it means to be a personal injury attorney. And yeah, I mean, I'm really jumping in on it, and I'm really learning how to be a good attorney. And I'm really learning what it takes to be a litigator and to go to court, to be prepared, to file motions, what it means to file an answer, to file bill particulars. Like, I am literally in that realm. And I never thought to myself to go into this area of law. But I think I found myself here. And when I was applying to jobs or looking at jobs or getting recruited, it was mostly insurance defense firms and some immigration, one trust and estates law firm. And either way, I know with this experience, it'll open so many doors. And ultimately, if I could do this, I know I could do anything. I know, if I could get humbled in front of a judge. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's also other factors that I considered when leaving my job. There was certain things that I'm not going to get too into it because it's really personal. But I left my company in good terms. I'm always welcome to come back. I had such a great time working relationship with my boss, my teammates, my colleagues, the people I met also outside my group within the company. I was involved in DEI initiatives, and I appreciated my time there. I felt like I grew tough skin, and now I'm about to get even tougher as someone who's gonna be in court almost every day. And I'm really scared. I know y'all probably like, girl, if you're so scared, why you chose this life for yourself? I know. But I've always been the type of person, like I said, I'm going to always challenge myself, and I'm always going to choose a route that has endless opportunities down the path. And if that route is the most difficult, the most challenging, the most humbling, the most scariest path, I am going to choose that. And it almost reminds me of the path that I chose when I started thinking about law school. I think if I was too scared of law school, if I was too doubtful of myself for law school, I probably wouldn't have went to law school. But I think for me, it's just my ability to believe in myself and to do it even while scared and doubtful that has led me to get this far, and people see it. I've got on really great interviews. I mean, it's also evident by my 3 offers, and really like feeling like, damn, like people really recognize and see what I bring to the table, and it's pretty cool. So that's pretty much it. And now that I've revealed why and where I'm going and el tipo de trabajo que estoy haciendo, I'm going to definitely keep you updated on how it is. Questions about this practice area, let me know. I'm very, very new, so I'll try to answer, but yeah, we'll be lost together. Yeah, stay tuned to the vlogs. I have not worked one weekend. I think the latest I've stayed in the office is 6:30. I know that that's gonna change, but I hope that I find a balance somehow. I'm gonna try my best to stay healthy and find some type of work-life balance because it's just gonna get even busier now. So yeah. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Love you guys.